Hello again, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heijen and I believe in dragons and I'm very proud of it. And I would like to tell you something about what I did before I was a Draconic follower. Before I was a Draconic follower, I loved to take a walk. I loved to take a walk in nature. I loved to be in nature. And I didn't have a lot of time. I had my work and such things. But yeah, I loved it. I loved to be there. I was in love with nature. It just I was a real tree hugger, like they call it, a tree hugger. That is not an insult. I like this word. I like to hug some trees, and and I collected some things that I find beautiful, like attributes of nature. I like sticks, like stones, like leaves, like nuts, like pieces of wood. I um, I loved it. I loved to take it with me. And when I was looking at it at home, I was looking at it to something that was supposed to be a table, but this table more and more looked more like an altar. And when I put my dragon statue on this, when I was a draconic follower and I followed my dragon, it totally seemed like an altar with all the natural attributes that I took along with me on it. That, my brothers and sisters, created a lot of energy in my mind, and that is something that should help you in your mind. Create something that creates the dragon inside of your mind. This is a great help if you have some things like that, like this this rock in here. It's dirty, but if you wash it up, it's a very beautiful rock. It's white. That is very unique from this area of Belgium. The some stones are white. That is why that is because um, this used to be a seaside with coral and things like that. Um, this used to be a seaside. That is why some stones are still white. In the time of the dinosaurs and in the time of the dragons, this was the sea. But now it is far, far away from the sea. What I want to tell you actually is that attributes for the dragon shouldn't be expensive. This doesn't have to be expensive. This doesn't need to be something of $300 or euros for a large dragon. Only the dragons, only the images that you really that where you see your dragon in it, your guardian. That is something that you can buy. But for the most part, it should be attributes of nature. Why nature? Because the four elements, they are one with it. They are one with nature. They are one with the elements. If they touch something like that and you put your mind on it, that creates energy. A lot of energy in your mind and around you. Yeah, so it doesn't need to be expensive. Just like I said before, Tiamat, Pangu, the Guardians, all the dragons, they are one with nature, and that is why nature is most important. And humans forgot actually how important nature is. And in other religions, they say that it only an intelligent God should is the one that created life, but that is not true. That is just we are made after the earth, and that is why it seemed convenience to us that this we are so complex beings and complex made that it has to be a God that made us, and that is such that is something that people don't think about. This is beautiful. This is filled with energy of nature, and we are made after this. This is just like us. This is a living organism, and everything is made so perfect to us. We think it's perfect, but in fact it's just nature, and we are children of nature, and that is why we think it is perfect. But the four elements that creates life, they are the true gods. And if you take something home with you, like this rock over here, then I recommend to put them on your altar. Maybe it causes a lot of draconic mind to you and a lot of draconic energy. I know that my dragon, on my altar, all these sticks and stones and leaves, they all have a lot of energy, and it seemed very important when it lies with the rest. But when you take it along with you and you put your mind on it and you take it next to the dragon for the dragon's path, for your dragon's path, then this is something that I very much recommend. This costs you nothing. It only helps you. I'm sure you love nature as well, because if you love nature, you love the dragon. The dragon is in this. The dragon is everywhere. My brothers and sisters on the dragon's path, be blessed.